Updates on our Petition and Gypsy's book reviews so far. As of December 7th, 2024, at around 2:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, we have 512 signatures. Thank you all so much for taking the time to sign this petition. Some of you have also written comments or posted short videos to explain why you signed the petition. This will all go to the Department of Justice, who will then decide if Gypsy Rose Blanchard's case should go to the federal government and no longer only be charged by the state of Missouri. If so, Gypsy cannot claim double jeopardy because it's under a whole different court system. Again, thank you all for your signatures. Please share the petition with everyone you think would sign it. Now, before we look at the reviews for Gypsy's book, let me show you this short clip I put together a while back.
I attended school for 1 year, kindergarten. After that, Mama pulled me out to homeschool me.
Would you state your name for the record, please?
Gypsy Blanchard.
And how old are you?
I'm going to be 25 years old at 24.
Okay. And how far did you go in school?
About the second grade.
How do you plead to the Class A felony of murder in the second degree?
Guilty.
Remember going to school?
I've never been to school.
Never got to go to kindergarten, pre-K?
No, sir.
So as you can see, Gypsy can't even tell the truth about whether she went to school or not, and if so, how long she went. Let's continue by reading the reviews on Goodreads for My Time to Scam. Oops, wrong picture. From Goodreads, My Time to Stand by Gypsy Rose Blanchard, Michelle Matriciani, and Melissa Moore. Let's read the reviews. Gypsy Rose planned meticulously for over 2 years to have Nick, a boy with autism, murder her mother. He wanted her to just run away with him. She made him believe murder was the only way they could be together. She has done nothing but profit off of this act, even before she got out of prison. She is a master manipulator who so easily became a victim upon hearing her lawyers state her mother had MBP as a defense for her plot to kill her own mother. She has ran with this ever since. Do not let her con you into believing her lies. Not very good. I like the addition where she stays in prison for murdering her mom. This book is filled with deception. The interviewers failed to do their jobs properly, while I'm left asking the tough questions. Everyone dropped the ball, especially the state that convicted her. They didn't do their research and offered her a plea deal of 10 years, yet she only served 8. She should have faced trial and received a life sentence. Instead, she got away with murder. She exploited numerous charities, taking resources away from children who truly needed them. They built a house for her, a home that could have gone to someone deserving. It seems no one is investigating her actions, and that's deeply troubling. Her family should feel ashamed for defending her. It's hard to believe they buy into her narrative. I can't fathom how they can be so blind. Her so-called boyfriend should feel embarrassed as well. She moved in with her husband just to secure a place to stay after her release, only to leave him for her ex, a plan that was clearly premeditated. Now she's pregnant while still married and traveling freely despite being on probation. It's baffling how this is allowed to happen. She needs to return to jail and face a thorough investigation. The time she served was a mere joke. Nicholas deserves justice, and it's time for the truth to come to light. A book full of lies. This chick could always stand, decided it wasn't for her. If I could give this 0 stars, I would. I thought there were laws in place so people couldn't profit off their crimes. Gypsy spent over 2 years convincing a disabled man to kill her mother. She planned it and bought the weapon. I am waiting for the day she goes back to prison and they throw away the key. Nick wasn't even the one who killed Dee Dee. He only thinks he did, and that makes me even more angry. 0 stars. Save your money for a book that matters. Gypsy Rose should still be in prison for her mother's murder, not profiting off her sick crimes. She manipulated a mentally handicapped man into killing her mother for her so she could have a boyfriend. She always knew she could walk. She could have left, but she hated her mother so much she decided to kill her. Dee Dee's last words to her were, "Please don't hurt me." And now look where that got her. The majority of these comments are why I do not encourage you to fund Gypsy's life. She has never had a job and everything she has been given to her. She thinks she can just lie and grift through life to live. The audacity. She took another kid's wish, a child with cancer who was about to die. Gypsy and Dee Dee got a free, all-expenses-paid to Disney World for 3 weeks from the Make-A-Wish Foundation. She knew exactly why her and her mother were lying and doing the things they were doing to con everyone around them. They moved out of state away from everyone and started a new life when doctors started suspecting they were malingering and noting that in her medical records. That was around the time of Katrina. A helicopter picked her up for a ride when Katrina hit because she claimed to be so ill. I couldn't make this up. Just don't support her. She is so selfish and evil. Lord help her child that she may not be pregnant with currently. This entitled selfish child brat knew what she was doing from the start. It took 2 years to mentally manipulate a man with autism to murder her mother. All the meanwhile, she was playing her BDSM roles. She built a fantasy in which she was the only one that existed in his world. This woman is sick and vile. She uses and manipulates everyone to her advantage, just like her mother did, and then she gets off on the power that she holds. She had her mother murdered and then had sex in the next room. She got sexual gratification from the power she held over Nick while he murdered her mother. She is sadistic and likes psychological control. She wants blind followers. This book, her lifetime show, and anything she says or does is a lie. It's for her overinflated sense of self-worth and a huge ego boost for her blind followers to roll around in her pile of crap she dropped. Why? Does she do it? Because that is her closure. She wants to believe she did nothing wrong, so she wants people to keep telling her she did nothing wrong and to defend her honor. Oh, hi, Bree. She wants her minions, her flying monkeys. She wants an army of people to defend her. We know about the microdeletion. We know you didn't get all of those surgeries. We know the ones you did get you needed. We know Dee Dee was already sick. We know you were in on the wheelchair con. We know you enjoyed Disneyland. We know you enjoyed trips. We know you loved the attention. Until the hypersexuality from the microdeletion kicked in. We know you turned to BDSM, and we know you like power positions. Keep walking Ken on that leash. Your entire life is a superficial lie. Your motive was a lie. Your TikTok following is a lie. We know you paid for followers. Your marriage was a lie. We know you used him as a place to land out of prison. You can't even get on a kayak without it being a lie, for God's sakes. Your lies have lies on top of lies to cover other lies. As someone who works with people with developmental abilities, I sincerely hope karma takes you all the way under. I wouldn't touch this book with a 10-foot pole. This sick person manipulated an autistic guy to murder her mother. She has lied to everyone. She has no proof of being abused. She has a chromosome disorder, which is what caused a lot of her symptoms. She knew what she was doing. She was smart enough to Google things on the internet, such as what she would be charged if caught. She Googled how to keep a body from smelling. She put baby powder all over the room and dryer sheets, put the temperature very low so it would make the house cold and the deceased body. By the way, that review says it's by Dee Dee. This book slanders Dee Dee Blanchard by accusing her of Munchausen by proxy, even though she was never evaluated by a professional. GRB's lawyer made that claim to get his client off. GRB was the mastermind of unaliving her mother by coercing an autistic man to do the deed. She's living the life of a celebrity while he's in prison for the rest of his life. What kind of woman is married to one man, gets pregnant by another, and flaunts it on social media? She is a downright horrible human being. Gypsy Rose is nothing but a lying POS, and so are the people that support her. She's a grifting murderer who manipulates anyone and everyone. A 24-year-old dressing up like a princess and acting disabled. Come on now. Used a mentally challenged young man as her scapegoat, and she's out here acting like a damn celebrity. Absolutely disgusting that this lying POS murderer even has a platform. This book will end up on Dollar Tree shelves, and maybe I'll buy one to line my cat's litter box so they can poop on it. I will not support blood money. This is nothing but a book full of lies and stories, a true fiction book. If you like fiction, I highly suggest it, but if you like the truth, I would not waste your money. Even after all these rave reviews, Gypsy Rose is still going to do a book signing in New Orleans on December 13th, 2024. Yes, Friday the 13th. Many content creators, bloggers, and Facebook group admins have been saying we, that is we who can't stand Gypsy Rose, should go to the book signing and protest. Peacefully, of course. Like go in Dee Dee Blanchard costumes and hold up signs that say "Smurderer," but by all means do not buy the book. Some people still believe she's a victim and her mother deserved what happened to her. Most of us see through the lies and know she isn't a victim. I'm wondering how that book signing is going to turn out. I can't believe anyone would want to meet her. What do you all think? If your feelings about Gypsy are as strong as the people who wrote these book reviews, then please sign the petition to have her crime reinvestigated. You can find it at change.org. Arrest Gypsy Rose. Thank you. Please like, share, and subscribe. I appreciate you all.